Let's start off with a topic that a lot of people have brought up with a scenario. One of the McCordy boys who we were chilling. Well, we weren't chilling with at the hotel bar.
They were in the other corner of the bar, very close.
Man.
We were watching them compete.
For?
The affection of whoever that woman was in there.
Man.
Man, they were supposed to out them like that.
First off, they weren't flirting
really.
with her.
I'm joking.
Yeah, they may be married. I don't know. But I'm like, man.
This isn't the group text, Chop. We can talk about what we see, okay?
What a golden ticket to have two good-looking guys sitting right. You talk about a pickup
and then
line.
Rich.
He was ordering. What was the drink he was ordering? How much was it? Were you there for that?
It was
it 40 a pop, 45, 50 a pop?
It was $40 a shot.
Yeah.
I took a photo of it.
And they're just sitting there together. How many women are looking around and they're like doing a double take and being like, oh my God, how many women are going to walk up to you and be like, are you twins? Oh my God, and you're former NFL players? Oh, and you're rich and you're good looking? I'm like, you McCordy guys, you got the cheat code.
You know what I would do if I was them too? If somebody came up and was like, are y'all twins? I'd be like, no. And that's racist.
Yeah, that'll get you. That'll get the right attention that
It'll
you
be
want.
perfect.
Yeah.
They
weren't flirting, though, just in case.
It's a joke. Yeah, Choppy has to make it seem like every joke on the station is like a dead serious point. It was not. It was a joke. But it does give you two chances at a pickup line if you're a twin. And you're attractive like that because he can try one and then he can go, all right, I missed on that one. Now it's your shot.
I asked the bartender, who's been the nicest player here the whole week? Were you there for that?
Mm-mm.
Yes. This is where they were talking about the tipping large.
Yes.
I can't remember who he said.
What division?
NFC West.
NFC West.
And he had other fun that week. That was Puka. It was Puka.
Oh, damn.
Puka was the nicest and the biggest tipper, according to our bartender buddy.
Which he's talked about he can't even afford a house.
Puka?
Yeah. Because
it's like Bobby.
He makes like $500,000 a year, but in L.A., that doesn't go nearly as far.
Right. He's just tipping everyone all his house money.
Yeah.
He's really trying to make up for that Twitch gesture.
Stop it.
Get to the list. Oh, man. Buckle up tomorrow, y'all. Buckle up tomorrow and
Sean's
Monday.
tomorrow and Monday.
Without the Babysitters Club.
Well, Monday's President's Day. We're all off with that day.
Yeah, we're all off, but we'll be here.
Yeah. So,
are you working Monday?
Yeah.
We've got the list. Do you want me to start at the top of the list, or do you want me to start with George Pickens?
Top.
All right, number one.
This is from who?
This is CBS going through their top predictions for the offseason. They got 10 predictions, 10 crazy NFL offseason predictions, and some of them on here are like,
you know what? This is my lack of focus now. I need to get myself back together for the final 35 minutes. The reason I brought up the McCordys is because of what Jason said on Get Up. My bad.
If I'm the Raiders, why not go out and trade Maxx Crosby? And for the Dallas Cowboys, you franchise tag George Pickens. You don't work out a long-term deal. You trade him to the Raiders, get Crosby in exchange. Now you've just beefed up your defensive line. New coordinator coming over. Maxx Crosby is going to make everybody on the defensive side of the ball better. And on top of that, have you watched the way Maxx Crosby plays the game of football? He plays every single play of the game. And for the Raiders, you get a weapon as George Pickens. For Fernando Mendoza, you need some weapons on the outside? Well, you got one. You got a dog out there in George Pickens.
So we've talked about that trade scenario, but Choppy got a little added element. I think this was from Albert Breer on why Maxx Crosby doesn't even want to play for Brady.
Alex Guerrero.
You remember him?
Mm-hmm. So
TB12, baby.
This is from Albert Breer, and Alex Guerrero's got a long history in New England. Albert Breer has a long history.
Brady's like personal trainer guy.
Yeah, and Albert
hated his guts.
Yeah, Albert came here, I think, from Boston, and then he went to Charlotte. Now he's back. He went back to Boston eventually. So if anything around the Patriots, I kind of
Albert's a credible dude.
Albert's credible, but Max apparently wants nothing to do with Alex Guerrero because he views Alex Guerrero as the eyes and ears of Tom Brady. And Alex is all over the Raiders right now. And he's like, no. I'm a loyalty guy. Max a loyalty guy. And he's like, I'm not dealing with somebody who's going to be the eyes and the ears of one of the minority owners. So, or anybody in the front office. So that's according to Albert Breer that he's done with them.
Makes sense. The players don't like tattletales. Players don't like having to work with tattletales.
Don't you expect that someone working for the team is going to report to the GM and the owner?
Players will get him fired. They got Rob Davis fired here in Dallas doing that. They felt like he was the little locker room spy for McCarthy, and the players pushed him out. All right, here are the top 10 crazy offseason. Well, not all 10 of them, because some of them are like, the NFL is going to make changes to defensive pass interference. It's like, whatever. But in terms of actual moves, number one, their first prediction, the Buffalo Bills go and get another Minnesota receiver and trade for Justin Jefferson.
Whoa.
Pairing Joe Brady with the receiver that he once had on the national title team at LSU.
Does it have a trade package in that?
Not a specific one. They said that it would probably take multiple firsts or at least a first plus. But
yeah,
if you say it's 2 firsts for Justin Jefferson, is that worth it if you're Buffalo?
If you're Buffalo.
Assuming Justin Jefferson is not going to keep up what he's been doing lately and just start criticizing your organization and your quarterback.
This is where you can.
I think it is.
When you have this, the theory is when you have a guy like Mahomes or Allen, this is where you could start to get a little nutty with what you do.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to follow a lot of the team building rules. It's like you've got a cheat code. This is where you can start to get a little crazy.
He's 26. I would say it would be worth it for Buffalo.
The next prediction on this list.
How about if you're Sean McDermott and they trade for Justin Jefferson after firing you?
Dude,
that would suck.
That would be, especially after you were like, hey, I think we need to change some stuff here.
And those picks are going to be Green Bay-esque that we got in the back of the first round. Like right now this year would be number 26.
Some of the other player-related predictions that they have here before we get to the George Pickens one. Brandon Ayuk signs with the Chargers. That would be a boost for them for sure.
Were they the team that brought in Adam Gase? No.
Chargers, right?
Yeah. Chargers brought in Gase. Yeah, he's who's
old Bug is back.
He's been out of the NFL completely for 6 years. I didn't realize he had been nowhere.
6 years.
6 years or 5 years. It was 2020 was his last season.
So Harbaugh went and got Mike McDaniel and Adam Gase.
Yep. And so, Gase is back, and he's not old. He's like 47.
Yeah.
Like, he had just been completely exiled from the NFL. Byron Leftwich still can't get a job for some reason. Nobody will bring him in to even be an assistant on a staff. So Ayuk going to the Chargers, and then they say Travis Kelce, their bold prediction, he will retire, and then he'll do a Tom Brady, and like a month or two later, he'll unretire, and he'll be right back. But they do have a prediction in here for the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys made a trade with the Pittsburgh Steelers in May to acquire George Pickens in a deal that included day 2 and 3 picks. In a contract year, he put up career numbers.
Day 2 and 3, excuse me?
Sorry.
Yeah, because it was the 3rd rounder, and then they swapped it like a 6th and a 5th or whatever it was. Like they had gotten a pick from Pittsburgh back, and they got a day 3 pick back from Pittsburgh with Pickens, and then they sent like a 6th with it. So it's technically that, but it was really more just positional swapping on day 3. But the Cowboys made the swap, had to go. So they said they've drawn up this trade here where George Pickens is sent to the Denver Broncos, where you've already got a relationship, obviously with Sean Payton and being able to pick up the phone and talk to him. But George Pickens sent to the Broncos for day 2 and 3 picks. So if you were to do that, you could, in theory, have a 3rd and a 4th or something like that for George Pickens.
This is kind of it's very insulting. A day 2 and 3 picks.
The NFL has been insulting towards George Pickens.
Yeah, well, CBS Sports is insulting towards intelligence. We hang up the phone.
Nick Harris called. We talked about this on the draft show on Tuesday. Nick Harris had called and asked somebody around the league outside of Dallas who's like, what do you think the value is for George Pickens? And he said it maxes at a 2nd.
Okay, well, they're wrong.
So if
they're wrong.
I don't think it's wrong.
It is wrong.
Why?
I never miss with these. I never miss with these values. When are you going to learn? I never lost.
Top 5 receiver. You can't give him.
He is not considered that by most of the league.
I'm sorry.
He's considered a top 5 talent.
2.
He's not considered a top 5
Well,
player
last year he was a top 2 receiver.
Kevin Durant said he was going to be one of the all-time greats.
There you go. If they trade George Pickens for a 3rd to 4th, I will lose my mind.
What about a 2nd and a 4th?
I will lose my mind.
I will too.
It's a 1.
You would lose your mind if it's a 2nd and 4th, and then they sign.
I don't care who
a top receiver.
That doesn't matter to me.
It's a 1.
What you sign. All I care about is the value and the return. It cannot not be a 1.
Plus.
Do you think it's possible?
No.
Last year,
no.
Last year will be the best we ever see George Pickens play.
I think it's possible.
I think that's possible, and if that's possible, then
then you trade him for a
If
one.
the league is telling you this is the max we can get you for it, and you can still get another receiver, I don't think it's. I wouldn't.
What?
I wouldn't dismiss it outright.
What a stupid argument. I'm not calling you stupid. That's a stupid argument. That's probably the best we're going to ever see. Okay, fine, then take the gamble that it's the best you ever see. He's 26.
I think it's likely.
In the first year in our system.
I think it's likely the best you ever see of him. And I still think.
Okay, so what if he's a little bit worse than that?
Then I'll get a little bit worse receiver and a second-round pick. I think that's at least worth exploring. I'm not saying to do it. I'm just saying I think it's at least worth taking a look at.
I would freak out along with Choppy. I would lose my mind.
For the 972, a first rounder plus $35 million a year is a ton for a wide receiver that's had one good year. He had one exceptional year.
Yeah,
that was not a good year.
People thought the third rounder was an overpay. I think you said on the show that morning that you thought a third rounder was too much for Pickens.
I don't remember saying that.
Well, I'm pretty sure you did.
I also don't remember not
What does
saying
that have to do with anything?
So what I'm saying, it's a year. We have a year, and he was really impressive. Just like Albert Haynesworth was really impressive, and he got $100 million.
And he got a quarterback, and he got a quarterback to play with. So I don't care about all that other stuff. Yeah. And I don't think the league is. I'll bet Nick. Whoever wants, I'll bet you.
Yeah, Nick.
I'll bet you. If y'all think it'll be first off,
he'd have to get traded. Yeah, which is not going to happen.
It's not a second max. I'll go down on it.
I think the max is
swinging.
I think if the max is a second, that escalates.
Hang on,
I think a team would say, "We'll give you a second. It can become a first, but we got to have some insurance here and know that he's going to do it. So you can get a first if he does certain things for us."
If they tag him, isn't there already a set number on what the trade is?
Nope. You tag him, and then you can negotiate a deal down. It's a hold, basically. So if somebody wants to sign him, but you can negotiate something else.
What's the fan text say? Who do they agree with?
Let's see. For the 214, Bobby, how is he going to be a top-paid receiver, but you can't get a 1 for him? 817, he's 24. No way Pickens is worth a 1. Wow. I'd rather have Pickens' talent than Lamb.
Last receiver that went for a first was A.J. Brown.
And my bad, 24. I think I said 26. My bad.
We cannot trade Pickens. He makes our offense. Trade Pickens and a first for Crosby.
I'm fighting Nick Harris in Indy.
I wouldn't trade. Man,
this guy for the 601 said the Bears are trading DJ Moore to the Raiders for Crosby. He has texted that in every day. Every day.
What makes you Chicoline? Just come in here and say it to us versus get on the fan text. DJ Moore is not getting back Maxx Crosby. Stop. You're going to get your football card taken.
What is 601? That's Mississippi?
Maybe he's saying DJing a lot more. I mean, he's going to have to
maybe that's what he means.
Only player I trade George for is Christian Gonzalez. That's
okay. Look, I wouldn't trade Pickens. I'd go ahead and do it. But I'm saying it's at least where it's like the same thing we talked about with Micah. I wouldn't have traded Micah. I'm listening, though, on Micah. And eventually they listened and they went, all right, this is the deal that we're doing.
Yeah, for 2-1. I'm not listening if it's a second max. That's a hang up. For me. We'll see what happens. There it is. Red Zone, your football fix.